Hi Capricorn, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your month ahead. This is June 2019 month ahead spread. See you next door, you got your weekly as well. You know I do weeklies and you can check out both. Check out one, check out the other, it's completely down to you. So what we're going to do, I'm doing a new spread this month for June. I really like this spread a lot. I found it on somebody's website. She's always making up new spreads and stuff. I should imagine she doesn't mind anybody else borrowing it, but I really like it. I like this quite a bit. And for this particular spread, I'm using 4 decks though. That's where I'm going to differentiate a little bit, because we're using, for the first layer of the spread, Capricorn, we are using the Before Tarot. Really like this deck a lot. It really challenges you to kind of really tap into that old intuition with the cards. And these cards usually shows one step, one moment before the actual Rider-Waite depiction of whatever card it is shows up. This card, this deck shows what happens one moment before everything kind of kicks into place on the Rider-Waite version of the tarot. So really love this deck. We're using that for the first layer. The second layer of the reading, we use the Mystic Mondays by Grace Duong. She's just phenomenal. This is what I love about, I've got about 200 decks, over 200 decks of cards. And what I love about tarot is the illustrated decks, because especially when they're kind of a little bit random and weird and stuff, it really challenges you to think, what the hell is going on there? But when it clicks, it clicks. Beautiful deck, can't wait to show you those. Those are for the second layer of the reading, darlings. Third layer, we use my good old Druid Craft Tarot, which I love, by Stephanie Cargom and Philippine Stephanie Cargom. And then for your advice, encouragement for the month, we're going to use the Twin Tarot Oracles. Amazing, amazing, amazing deck of cards. This only uses the majors, okay? And what happens is, can you see on the front of there, Capricorns? You've got the Fool. So one Fool here, he's the light Fool. And he shows somebody who's ready to embrace new opportunities, somebody who is ready to, you know, take life by storm, somebody who is ready to throw caution to the wind. This guy is like, I'm not sure whether I want to. So this is the dark side, this is the light side. So you get 2 Fools and 2 High Priestesses and 2 Chariots and so on and so on. And one will always show the light side of the card and one the dark. The dark side is like the reversal. So I usually get 2 cards from here to see what the advice and encouragement is for the week, for the month, sorry, okay? So with that being said, sorry about the long introduction, but it has to be explained, the readings and how they move forward. So, Universe Spirit, what is the, who are Capricorns in the month of June 2019? Through the Before Tarot deck, who is Capricorn, or who are Capricorns in June 2019, who are they? That's our first card. And can you show me what will be the theme of the month for Capricorn? What will be the theme of the month for Capricorn? Okay. That's great. Next deck, Mystic Mondays deck. Please show me, Universe, what is the key goal for Capricorn in the month of June 2019? Okay. And can you show me, Universe, what will be the obstacles that Capricorn needs to overcome? And can you show me, Universe, what will be the major accomplishment? What will be the major accomplishment that Capricorn is achieving for the month of June 2019? Okay. And can you show me, please, through the Druid Craft Tarot, what is it in 2 cards? Let's just try and get these. These are big cards to shuffle, these Druid Craftsmen. What is the thing that Capricorns need to avoid? What does Capricorn need to avoid in 2 cards? What does Capricorn need to avoid in June 2019? So 1 and 2. Okay. And can you show me what does Capricorn need to embrace, accept in June 2019? And can you show me where can Capricorn find support, or who can they find support from? Okay, and finally, Universe, what is the advice, encouragement through 2 cards through the Twin Tarot that you have for Capricorn? Oh, there we go, that's the first one. Just bend down here. The advice, support. That's our first card showing up here. And just give me a second one. Alright, that one wants to come out, so we're going to take that one there. Okay. Right, okay, some cards are really like slippy, aren't they? So they can be like, when you're shuffling them, they just tend to just fall out of the hand and fall on the floor. All right, then, let's have a look. Here is Capricorn for the month of June 2019. You're the Ten of Swords. That's who you are. Okay. It's interesting, isn't it? But you're going to be the prominent figure, aren't you? Because you're the man walking away from the... Can you see how... Now, this is what I say before tarot. You've really got to kind of like tap in. I've got the before tarot and the after tarot decks, by the way. But on this card, you can see that just before he's stabbed in the back, he's got the people waiting in the bushes. All right? So, for you, who are you? You're the Ten of Swords. Just before people are waiting to stab you in the back, you're this guy here. And you've got the red. And red for me means warning. And what's kind of throwing itself out at me is the red cloak. So it's almost like... And if you think about the colour red, you know at traffic lights when it's red, the red is like stop. It's like a stop. It's like a warning sign to stop. So I get the impression that you are very much... it would feel to me that you are very much in a place of, I would say, Capricorn, self-awareness. This kind of shouts out to me. You know, you're not on your belly, are you? You haven't got the swords through your back, so you're not hurting. You're not being taken down. You are standing very strong, and you're walking past these people. And you've even got a sword of yourself, your own. Can you see? You've got a sword of your own there. There's people in the background, in the bushes. They're ready to go for you, but you're just kind of like, you know, you want to come for me, but I'm gonna have you for it. So I feel that in the month of June, Capricorn, you're very strong, and I feel that you are very powerful, especially in terms of your words. You know, it takes a whole group of people to take you down verbally, but you can fight against this with one word, because you've got one sword and they've got, as a collective, 10. All right, well, 9. Is it 9 they've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 9, and you've got the 10 swords. So you hold some power here. You know, it could be that they're a part of your clan, a part of your group, but it does look like they're ready to take you down. And if they did take you down, they'd take your sword and put that through your back and all. But you're like, you've got the sword. So you've got the power here. You've actually got the Ace of Swords in your hand. And they've got the 9. So if you think about it, there's 9 swords in the bush, and you hold the Ace. The card that's strongest for me, even though the Ace is lower than the 9, is the Ace of Swords. Because when you've got the Ace of Swords in your hand, you see things very clearly. All right? The 9 of Swords means I'm not seeing anything clearly. The 9 of Swords means worry, fear, you know, not seeing things clearly. I'm just going on kind of this absolute anxiety that I feel about something that might be taking place or something that might not be taking place. It's confusion, that card is. The Ace of Swords that this guy has got, it's like, no, but I see things very clearly. And you do, because you can see, you've got eyes in the back of your head, Capricorn. You can see who's behind you. You can see who you can't trust. So there is, this month for you guys, you are exhibiting a great sense of self-awareness. And there is strength and power, and you have strength and power. You have the strength and the power of idea. You have the strength and the power of clarity in your hands, and it's there. Because you've got it in the Ace of Swords. Can you see? You've got it there, that's you. And this is kind of warding people off, because you've got the red cloak, and it's warding these people off not to come any further, because you'll take every one of them bitches down. You really will, Capricorn. You are a very strong and powerful being in the month of June 2019. What's the theme of the month for you guys? I showed up for someone else, man. Magician. Now, you can see on this card, it's a moment before he has everything on the table and ready to present. So this is all about kind of preparation. Theme of the month is to prepare. Get all your assets on the table and you can present them. Because the magician is a presenter in the tarot. He's an actor. He shows what he has. He's a bit of a bragger as well, to be honest, because he likes to say, well, look what I've got. Look at this sword. Look at this wand. Look at my pentacle. Yeah, look at it all, man. Look at all these wonderful things I've got. Do you like it? What do you think of it? So he's a presenter. He likes to present. He likes to put his best foot forward. But you can't do that unless you're prepared to do it. So the theme for the month is all about preparing. Preparing to put yourself forward. Preparing to present what you have. What is the key goal for the month, Capricorn? Oh my God, there it is, the 9 of Swords. The goal for the how can we make the 9 of Swords the goal for the month? Because it's a negative card to all intents and purposes. If anything, the goal for the month, it's not reversed though, that's the thing. The 9 of Swords reversed for me is about overcoming worries, but it's in the upright. But I'm going to have to read it that way anyway with the 9 of Swords. Because the 9 of Swords as a standalone card, this is one of the cards in the tarot that it's very, very difficult to put a really kind of positive slant on it, from my perspective anyway, because it is one of those very, very negative cards within the tarot that it's very hard to say, well, you know, this, that and the other. But if you want to try and put a positive slant on it, you need to kind of say, well, I need to look at everything in, you know, in a realistic light. The Nine of Swords is where we're not seeing things realistically. This is about nightmares and anxiety and, you know, making things bigger than they actually are. You don't have any real source or any real foundation sometimes for the worry, but you're just worrying, all right? But then your goal, to be honest with you, with the Nine of Swords, and if you look here, it's interesting. This is quite violent. Can you see how the two swords are through? There's two swords, one either end here and here, Capricorn, are through this person's head. I actually think that the key goal for the month is to take someone down. I know it sounds weird and it might even sound cruel, but I'm not going to turn this into anything it ain't. Nine of Swords for me reversed is to overcome a worry. The Nine of Swords in the upright is to worry. But your goal, nobody would have a goal to worry, so your goal must be that this isn't you. I feel the goal for the month will be to take someone down, maybe give them a piece of their own medicine. And you see those 9 swords there? Look, you got 9 swords here, haven't you? At the back. There's you. That's you with the 1 sword. And there's 9 swords at the back here. And there's 9 swords. So whoever's holding those 9 swords, those people, your goal will be to take them, to turn the sword around onto them. So I feel the goal is to turn a situation around on someone or a group of people for the month. And these are the people who are ready to pounce on you. But you're showing us kick-ass. You really are. You're showing us kick-ass, Capricorn. You're showing us taking no freaking prisoners. And that must be why these people aren't just rushing out at you. We don't see a scene where they rush out. They're hiding in the bushes like the cowards that they are. Because they want to get you at your weakest point. But you're kind of like, well, hell no. My goal is to take you fuckers down before you take me down. End of story. 9 of Swords. This is somebody or people that you are saying, my goal is to take them down. That's the goal. Not in a negative way, but sometimes in life it's kill or be killed. I don't mean kill or be killed, but it's take someone down before they do it to you. And sometimes that's the way that life is. I'm not kind of, you know, advocating, you know, being horrible to each other. Not at all. I come in peace, obviously. But sometimes it's about protecting oneself. And your goal with that 9 of Swords, to all intents and purposes, is really to protect yourself. Because you're not going to get slaughtered because of someone else. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome, though? The Chariot. Taking control of a very wayward situation. Alright? That's the Chariot. Moving forward is the Chariot. If you look on this Chariot, can you see how she's like, yippee! She's going through the air. You know, she's moving forward with this Chariot energy. She has her 2 hands raised as if to say, finally, I did it, victory. But that's your obstacle. It's getting to a destination with a Chariot energy. For some of you guys, it could be a car. I like to throw different things into the reading as well. It doesn't all have to go into kind of like a linear story, but some of you guys it is with the Chariot. It might be a car trouble is your obstacle this month to overcome. But the Chariot is overcoming a difficult situation. We go from the, you know, the 6, not the 6, sorry. We go from the, Chariot is number 7, okay. Lovers is number 6. Lovers can be, you know, a decision. Making the best decision that benefits you going forward, and then finally moving forward with the Chariot, achieving success. So it might be that the challenge for the month, or the obstacle that you need to overcome, is the Chariot. Literally, number 1, gaining power, gaining control of the wayward situation and moving forward and overcoming the obstacles that you're facing in the situation. And it's literally about gaining success with the Chariot energy. For some of you guys, Chariots are ruled by Cancer, so it can be children as well. Obstacle might be something to do with children, nurturing, family, that type of thing. What is the major accomplishment? What are you accomplishing this month coming in, Capricorn? You're accomplishing the Knight of Cups. So this could be new love for some of you guys. Some of you guys might be accomplishing a new love affair with the Knight of Cups energy. Alright, some of you guys might be accomplishing an offer coming to you. Doesn't always mean love the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, because he's holding out the cups. Sometimes this is an offer. So some of you guys are achieving new love. New lover. This could be with the Knight of Cups. You're achieving a desire with the Knight of Cups energy. You're achieving a dream. You could also be achieving an offer coming to you. Okay. What is it that you need to avoid this month, Capricorn? The Ace of Swords and the 3 of Cups. to me this just looks like gossip, because the Ace of Swords is all about speech and conversations, and this is 3 people in groups, okay? So I get the impression, but then the Ace of Swords isn't reversed, you know, as if to say, but then the Ace of Swords reversed is no gossip, no talk, no conversation. Sometimes the Ace of Swords in the upright is severance. So some of you guys need to avoid severing ties with a group of people. Ace of Swords severing ties with a group of people. And some of you guys need to avoid speaking Ace of Swords energy to a group of people with the Ace of Swords and the 3 of Cups. Could be gossip, something like that. What do you need to embrace this month? The 3 of Swords. I think that you need to, and I think the 3 of Swords probably goes hand in hand with you guys being this 10 of Swords, the person with the 1 sword and the people in the bushes ready to pounce on you. There's these hidden enemies. It's really talking about hidden enemies with this card here. All right. So you are the guy here. Okay. Some of you guys, it might be that you decide to walk away. You might not be pounced on, because remember, it is the 10 of Swords. So you guys might walk away from a group of bitches. Do you see what I mean? Sorry to use that word, but some of you guys might be doing that. It might be that you're dealing with a whole heap of troublemakers here. You're the 10th person with the 10th sword, and you say, you know what, I'm not going to get involved in this. And it might be that your goal is with the 9 of Swords energy. Maybe it is with the 9 of Swords to let other people do the work. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is the person that everybody's in on. Because if you think about it as well, Capricorn, there's 10 swords. 10 of Swords, you hold the 10th sword here. That's you in the red. So you might actually be saying, Capricorn, you know what, actually, I'm not getting involved in your fight. I really am not, and I'm just going to move on. I'm not going to hurt this person. Maybe the goal is to let them just kind of do it themselves and not get involved. It could be something like that. But I do actually feel that with the 3 of Swords energy being what you need to kind of embrace and accept is that something is torn. There is something that is torn here, and it might be very difficult to mend, because 3 of Swords means heartbreak, it means separation, it means arguments, it means people not getting along, they're not seeing eye to eye, it means bullies, that type of thing. So I feel that you have to accept for the month, Capricorn, that something is torn, and it's as simple as that, and it's going to be quite hard to mend, especially if it deals with because the thing is, it's saying that you need to avoid the Ace of Swords. So maybe this is separating Ace of Swords energy from a group. But I don't think it's separation. I think it's gossip within a group. And if it's gossip within a group, who knows? Maybe this is the group that you're walking away from, that type of thing. But I do feel that you need to accept that something is torn in June. I think you need to accept it, Capricorn. What is the support card? So who's supporting you? Where can you? So the Hermit is supporting you. Is it the Hermit? No, it's not. 6 of Coins. Okay, so this is a mediator. This is somebody who's quite generous. This is somebody who will give you help. It might be that the support that you're receiving is from an individual who can give you financial help. This person can help give you some resources. Maybe there's much needed resources that you need. There's all sorts of things going on for this month. Some of the readings will tie in as a linear story, and some of the readings for me are quite dysfunctional and look very different. But you may be receiving this month financial support with the 6 of Coins energy. Alright, it might be that you're receiving some support in terms of somebody giving you their time, but you're the person with the hands open, and this is the person that's giving you the support. So some of you guys are receiving a handout, money, financial support, food support perhaps, because Pentacles are food as well. They're any type of resource. Some of you guys, the support that you're getting is some form of a resource. Maybe you're receiving some form of support from a family member. Could be an older family member with the 6 of Coins energy showing here. What is the advice for the month then, Capricorn? The advice and support. Sun showed up first. So this Sun is delays. Okay. There may be delays on the horizon. And there is going to be a need with the High Priestess just to be, you know, patient with that. Because the High Priestess means we don't know when things are going to happen. Okay. And she's the light side of the High Priestess as well. She's not the dark one. So you know what? Just be patient. The High Priestess is patience. Okay. The advice and encouragement is, though there are delays that might be occurring in your life for some of you Capricorns, just know that at some point with that High Priestess it's going to happen. It might take time, but things are actually in the workings. When you get the High Priestess, she's a card about conception. So this means things going on behind the scenes. Alright, so though there may be delays with the Sun in the reverse, well, it's kind of Sun reverse because it's the dark side of the Sun. Whenever you get a dark side card, it will have these little kind of branched little things at the bottom here. So though there might be delays happening within your life with that sun in the reverse or the dark side sun, just know that there are things going on behind the scenes, all right? This could be angelic intervention. This could be people who are still making plans, but they can't tell you what's going on as yet. There are still things going on behind the scenes with the High Priestess. Things are still being worked on. They're being cultivated. They're happening. Just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. It's a really interesting reading, and I just think that there's lots of facets to your reading for the month, and not everything is going to be a linear story. That's, you know, this particular, what I like about this particular spread is that it just touches on different things, which I really like, and it doesn't have to be, you know, there's a bit of something in it for everyone. All right, so let's quickly do the reading again. This month, Capricorn, you are the Ten of Swords just before it happens. So you might be this man, or you might be a part of the group and not taking part. Some of you guys, you may decide that you're not going to take part, or you're not going to be a part of a group that takes other people down. For some of you guys, you are the person here who these people intend to hurt, and they take your sword from you and they put it in you as well. But you are strong. You have the power of the sword, the power of the pen, the power of the word. And your word is stronger than what they are. They're cowards, they're hiding in the bushes, you're not. Alright? So I'm seeing you as a very strong, powerful individual, especially in terms of your mind, in terms of your thoughts, in terms of your words this month, Capricorn. The theme for the month means just to get things in order. You have to prepare to start presenting things to people, okay? There's no time like the present, Capricorn, to get to it. Things are a little bit disordered at the moment. Things are a little bit in disarray. It's time to start preparing yourself for something bigger than yourself here with the Magician. That's the theme. For the month, guys, your key goal is the Nine of Swords. Some of you guys, the goal is to take someone down. The goal is to let people do their own dirty work. If you're walking away from a group that hurts people, Capricorn, that's you there, and the people who hurt are behind the bushes, then it's the Nine Swords that they've got here that will take down this person here. So some of you guys are like, you know what? Let them sabotage themselves. So your key goal is just to let, whichever way you want to look at it, you're not being involved with whoever these people are here. But also some of you guys, you know what? You're up for it. These people want to bring it to you, you're up for it. That's who you are in June 2019. But your goal is to really just let them sabotage themselves with the Nine of Swords. Because the Nine of Swords is all about self-sabotage as well. It's where you have like really random thoughts, negative thoughts, that type of thing. But half of it isn't even real. It's coming from yourself and your own anxieties. So your goal is just to let people fuck themselves over at the end of the day. What you need to overcome as an obstacle is the Chariot. And this is just gaining control of a situation within your life so you can move forward with the Chariot energy. And that's something you need to address, I feel. Because the Chariot is all about, if you look at the Chariot, usually it's about somebody who has control of two wayward horses. And they need to bring something into alignment so they can move forward. So some of you guys, it might be your challenge this month is literally bringing something into alignment so you can move forward. For some of you guys, it's getting the success that you want. For some of you guys, it could be travel problems with that Chariot energy, Capricorn. And for some of you guys with the Chariot energy, it could be car trouble perhaps is an obstacle this month with the Chariot energy showing up here, okay? What you're accomplishing in the month, which is lovely, is the Knight of Cups. Some of you guys, it's a new lover. Some of you guys, it's a dream. Some of you guys, it's a desire. Some of you guys, it might be an offer of some sort, okay? What is it you need to avoid this month? This is either, I think, three things. The sword, when you get the sword, whether it's the Knight of Swords or the Ace of Swords, the sword can cut between people. So what you might need to avoid is getting in between a group of people with the Ace of Swords. So using your words, getting in between a group of people. Some of you guys probably need to avoid severing a group or severing yourself. Or I don't think it, to be honest with you, I don't even think it's kind of, you know, cutting away with this Ace of Swords energy from the group Three of Cups, because I feel that if this is the case here, this is what you're doing with this, and I wouldn't blame you if that was the case. I just feel that this could be gossip maybe within a group with the Three of Cups and that Ace of Swords energy. This is what you need to avoid. I feel that it's getting into, you know, getting in or causing problems within a group, for example, because the Ace of Swords is a weapon. And if you look at this group of people, this is literally like combat. So it might be that you need to avoid combat with people, but verbal combat, if you see what I mean. You need to accept, though, the Three of Swords, okay? There is division here. There is some separation. There's been heartbreak. there's been problems, Three of Swords, and you're just going to need to accept that something is torn and fractured, I would say, with the Three of Swords within a relationship. The support that he's given to you, financial support probably with the Six of Coins, sorry. That's the support. Could be from an older person showing up here. Could be that if you need some form of a resource, you've got it coming to you with the Six of Coins. And finally, the advice for the month, Capricorn, is, yeah, there might be some delays in certain areas of your life in June, but don't worry. Things are still happening. There are still things happening behind the scenes with the High Priestess energy, okay? So things are still happening, all right? Even though there's a delay, there are still things in the working, so don't give up so easily. All right, that is your reading, guys, for the month of June 2019. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.